What's up, guys? Captain Rick. It's July 27th. Clearly I'm not on my boat giving a report, so unfortunately there will be no lures to show in this video. It is my wife's birthday, so I got in, grabbed a quick bite, and cleaned the boat up, put everything away. Headed to Rush's, just left Rush's. It's a fruit stand or a farm stand over here in by Lake Alice. If you ever are at Oak Orchard this time of year, you got to stop by Rush's. It is hands down the best corn ever. I've had lots of customers come into town, and they will concur. So just left there, headed home to celebrate my wife's birthday. She was nice enough to let me go fishing. So we had the same group out this morning that fished with us yesterday afternoon, and we had a very poor afternoon bite. But they wanted salmon. They did not want brown trout. They did not want coho steelhead. They wanted big king. So we stuck inside this morning. Went back to the same water we've been fishing all day yesterday, and we had a really good bite going first thing this morning. We just could not keep buttoned up. If we would have landed everything, there's a very good chance we would have been done at 8:30. 8:30, the wind kicked up a little bit out of the west. It was probably 1 to 3s out there in 150. And the bite shut down. Spoke to a few captains. They agreed they had very little success after that wind kicked up. But prior to that, it was not a bad chew. Started in 90, really worked 100 to 150 most of the time. Good picture. There's bait inside, fish in the bait. It was good. Let's see here. We ran our typical spread: 4 divers, 3 coppers, 3 riggers. Riggers were going this morning. We had Deadly Duty on an 80 rigger, Gold C6 mupped on, I think it was a 60 rigger. Both of those fired a few times. 300 copper went a few times with a spoon that my brother grabbed, I believe, at Route 18 Tackle. It kind of looks like a green skirt with a big eyeball on it. That went a handful of times on the 300 copper. 350 copper went with the Dragon Slayer Dreamweaver flip fin and a diabolical, I think it's called Electric Funeral head. And then I had a 250 copper out just because we saw some high marks first thing in the morning. I don't believe it took anything. If it did, it was a skipper. Switched it out for a 300. And at one point I put a gold spinny, a gold 42-second spinny with a gold 42-second fly behind it. Out in the 300, didn't make it to the board, and that took a nice king for us. So coppers were fairly active today. Did put out a 400, did not get touched on that at all. So 300s and 350s is where we got bit today on our Morgan's Tackle copper. We already mentioned riggers. Divers, ran them on a 1 on a low, 2.5 setting on our highs. Temp was a little bit higher today, so because we had some east wind yesterday, so that brought the thermocline up a little bit on the inside water. Fished the low divers at like 140, seemed to be good, and the high diver 170, 180. Those went a handful of times. Big green chip with a green meat rig behind it with deep rig tackle. The hammer time chip with a glow green meat rig, that went once or twice. And then there was a spoon the customer eyed when he got on board yesterday, and he had fished Lake Ontario in the past in his own boat, and he said it looked like a spoon that he used to run, and that was the exclusive Moonshine Rambler from FishUSA. My brother had that on a high diver this morning, the smaller size, and that went a handful of times. So that's been a good spoon first thing in the morning for us as well. I keep forgetting to mention that spoon. But that's it, man. We had a great morning, great pick. But at 8:30, it just absolutely stopped for us. We tried different angles. We tried different depths. We even scooted out to about 200. Saw fish and bait from 100 foot to 200 foot. Just could not get them to go. From 8:30 to 12:30 when we kind of called it a day, we never took another shot. Did all our damage in the morning. Grabbed a nice salmon, bunch of skips. We had a fat chick and a 29-inch Atlantic in the box. Everything else just got off and is still swimming, so that's unfortunate. It is what it is. These guys wanted to fish salmon, and that's what we did. Today was just not our day. That being said, the customer on board said that from watching us in the back of the boat and the way we talk and the things we do in our videos, it helped him catch more fish on Erie. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope that helps, or these help you put a few more fish in the boat like it did the customer that was on board today. So I thank you guys for watching these and sharing these with your friends. Like I said, my goal is just for you guys to be more successful on the water. So thank you. That's it. We are done for the weekend. If you're out this week, good luck. I hope you guys smash them. We'll be back next weekend with a few more trips. And then I think we're going to take a little time off before we get into the home stretch. It's the end of July. We've got August left, a few weeks of September, and the season's over with. So that's kind of depressing on one hand. On the other hand, we're seeing a lot of skips around, a lot of 2-year-olds, so hopefully next year the fishing is a little better, a little more consistent. That would be very nice. That's all I got for you this week, guys. Again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next weekend.